Alright, this is going to be a video of this 30-inch Uberhaus brand Vento ceiling fan. I got it at the Habitat Restore. I got it because I'm a volunteer there, and basically what I do for them is clean up and fix fans and lighting, and make them more presentable than they originally were. Now all this one needed though was just a little bit of assembly, because it was 100% new in box. Uberhaus is a generic, home furnishings brand for a hardware store called Rona. I don't think they have Rona in the States, it's only in Canada, from my knowledge. Anyway, I'm going to talk about some of the features on this fan. It has 6 light maple blades, and it's just light maple on both sides. There's really no difference. It's in brushed nickel finish, which I think looks quite nice, actually. And it also has a light kit, which does work. I'm using one 40-watt equivalent energy-saving bulb. It's a smaller base candelabra one, so it takes some time to get to full brightness. That's why it kind of looks a funny color on camera. Anyway, turn it off. I'm going to turn the fan on now and start with high. RPM wise, I'd say this probably goes somewhere around maybe 210, 215, so it is rather fast because the blades are so small. And they're not in the best of balance, as you can see they're a little bent, but it doesn't wobble too much and it outputs a very nice breeze. Alright, now I'm going to go to medium speed. This probably goes somewhere around 175 RPM. I don't know if you can hear it, but the motor is very loud. It has quite an audible hum to it. Now finally, for the lowest speed. This goes around maybe 120 RPM. Now we're going to turn everything off and slow it down. I'm going to talk about some general information on it. The original globe was completely shattered, so I had to put a new one on. Other than that, there was really nothing wrong with it, so I don't know why they gave it away so easily to the restore, whoever bought it. I don't know if it broke from shipping or the original owners were just very careless. Either way, though, the fan turned out fairly well. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. I like the fact that the fan is pretty versatile because it can be installed downrod or flush mounted for different ceiling heights. Even though the instructions really don't talk about it, if you take off this little rubber piece over here, you can just screw it on directly to this metal ring up here. So it can be flush mounted or downrod mounted like I have it now. Though the blades are not reversible, that is kind of a con. They're still light maple, though I'm generally a fan of darker cherry woods and like dark walnuts and even sometimes oak. Funny enough, the lighter wood does work on this fan. What I don't like, however, is the light kit does use a candelabra socket. I assume that was some Al Gore lover's plot to try and save energy because, you know, you can't really put a candelabra bulb more than 60 watts. They're just not available to the consumer. But with a regular base, you can, you know, if someone's an idiot, they just don't follow the instructions properly, they can put 100 watt, and ooh, that could potentially be wasteful. So I think that is kind of silly. Another thing I don't like is that the motor is a little bit cheap. Though it isn't too small for the size of the blades, I found it kind of noisy when it runs and just overall a bit cheap. And another thing I don't like is the way the blades are secured. You can see in there, it's very easy to drop screws and lose them, so. But other than that, it's actually not too bad of a fan for being what I would say is an economy model. So I'd have to give it probably 3 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more, there will be lots more to come.